right, so we have our regular polygon. So today we're going to find the area of any regular polygon this goes with. Okay, so the distance from the center to the side, that one that goes from the center to the side, is called the apothem. Okay, if I go from the center to one of the vertices or to the vertex, we call that the radius. Okay. What we're going to be dealing with a lot today is the apothem. Because our formula for any regular polygon is 1/2 times the apothem times the perimeter. Okay, so it's super awesome when they give us one of the sides and they give us the apothem, because then it's not so bad. So in number 1, my apothem is what? 7. Okay, so and then we have to find my perimeter, because it's 1/2 times my apothem is 7 times the perimeter of my triangle. So I've got to take 24.2 times what? Times 3. Get 70 what? 72.6. Okay, then it's just a matter of going 1/2 times 7 and 72.6. The area of my triangle is 254 point what? Just 1 feet square, right? Okay. What kind of a figure do I have in number 2? Okay, it's an octagon, so I've got to take 13.3 times what? 8. So it's going to be 1/2 times, what's my apothem? 16 times, what's my perimeter? 106.4. So you guys got? Okay. So therefore, my area is 851.2 centimeters squared. Okay. Not too bad when they give you the apothem on the side, right? All right, but sometimes, most of the time, they're only going to give you one piece of information, either a side or the apothem. Okay? Now, this goes back to we have to be able to find the interior angles. Okay? So if you remember, measure of the interior angle, you've got to take n minus 2 times 180. Okay, so your number of sides times 180. So how many sides does number 3 have? 6. So 6 minus 2 is, so we got to take 4 times 180. But then to get one angle, we've got to divide it by our number of sides. How many sides? 6. All right, so each one of these angles right here is 120 degrees. Okay, so this goes back, way back to chapter, I don't even know what it was when we did that, but who remembers it? I hope most of us, because otherwise we're in trouble. Okay, so that angle is 120. All right, so if I draw my triangle, because it gives me the what? The apothem, yeah? Okay, so now I'm going to draw my radius in there so that I have a triangle. Okay, if this whole angle is 120, what's this? 60. So we can go in half so that it's 60. So now what kind of a triangle do I have? I have a 30, 60, 90. It's a right triangle, yeah? So if this is my 30-degree angle, that's my 60-degree angle, that's my 90-degree angle. And I have the side opposite which angle? The opposite the 60. I have 5, right? It's opposite the 60-degree angle, right? I need the side of this triangle. I can't find the whole side, but I can find half of the side right there, right? How? How do I go from the long side to the short side? Square root of 3, yep. So the apothem is 5 divided by the square root of 3. Because to go from the long leg to the short leg, we divide by the square root of 3. So punch that into your calculator. That's the nice part right now, is that we're not going to have to rationalize the denominator and all that stuff. We're just going to get it as a decimal in 2 places. .89. All right, so my apothem is, or that's not even my apothem, is it? That's this little side right here. I should have made that in the I should have made it in there. Sorry. Okay, so my whole side, that's just half of my side. What's my whole side? Huh? 5.78. How did you get that? Just multiplied it by 2. Okay, because we found half of the side. We needed the whole side. Now I can, so that was a lot of work just to get to be able to plug stuff into my formula, right? So now it's area equals 1/2 times, what's my apothem? 5 times, what's my perimeter? What is it? Ooh, that's just one side. How many sides is my figure? 34 point what? 60? 68. Sorry. Okay, 34.68. Because you got to take your one side that you have and multiply by 6. You need the whole perimeter. Okay, so now you can plug in that formula. My area is 86 point what? Just 7? Okay. Meters squared. That's a lot of work, isn't it? Okay, and that's going to be all of these problems, if not more work. Okay, we've got to use all the stuff that we learned in trig to be able to find the sides that we need to plug this into our calculator. Okay, that stuff that we just did in trig doesn't go away. So, I have a triangle. Each angle is what? Right? Because triangle's 180, right? Divide by 3, that's 60. Okay, so that means this angle right here, yeah, the whole thing is 60, so this is 30. So the apothem, now I still have a 30, 60, 90 triangle, right? Okay, my apothem is short side or long side? Short side. I'm looking for long side, right? I need this. Okay. So now x equals, how do I go short side to long side? Yeah, 18 times the square root of 3. Half of my side is 31.8. 1/8. Got it. Alright? So that's half of my side. So what's my whole side? 60 what? 62.36. Is that right? Is that what you guys got? Alright. So my area equals 1/2. What's my apothem? 18 times, what is my perimeter? No, that is not my perimeter, you guys. That's just one side. Yep, so what is my perimeter? Well, but here, it's not just you. Okay, I'm glad that you said that because there was about 3 other people in class that modeled the same thing. Okay, but we have to have the perimeter, not just the side. Okay, so now we can plug that in. Area is 2,000. Okay, here. This makes this so much easier. 1,000. 1683.72 millimeters squared. Okay, so those 30, 60, 90 triangles are coming back to haunt us hardcore right now, aren't they? Okay. Alright, so now we've got a pentagon. Okay. Each angle of a pentagon is going to be 108. How did you find that? Help us out. 5 minus 2. Yep, that formula is right at the top of your page. Okay. Pentagon has how many sides? 5. Minus 2 is 3. So 3 times 180 gives us 540, and then we've got to divide by the number of sides, which is 5, right? That gives us 108 degrees, which means half of that, so half of my little angle right here is, alright, so I've got 54 right there. And I need this guy, correct? Now it's not a 30, 60, 90 or a 45, 45, 90 triangle. So how can I find x? Huh? Yep. Okay, so my 10 is my what side? Opposite. My x is my adjacent. So opposite and adjacent I use tangent. So tangent of 54 equals 10 over x. So 10 is on top, we have to divide. So take 10 divided by the tangent of 54. It would help you guys if you would all start punching it into your calculator so that when you get it to it on your assignment, you'd have some clue how to do it. 7.27 is half of my side, right? Because that's my x. So what's my whole side then? 14.54 is the whole side. So area equals 1/2 times, what's my bottom? 10 times, what's my perimeter? 72.7 even? Really? Alright. Okay, multiply it by 10. Divided by 2. 363.5 inches squared. Okay. Alright, so now we've got a what? We've got an octagon again. Okay, so each measure of each angle of an octagon is what? What? 135. How did you get that? Because I think we're still confused as to how we're getting that number. Yep. So it's an 8-sided figure. So you subtract 2 and you get 6. Yep. Everybody should try to stay one step ahead of us right now. Okay. And be plugging this stuff into our calculator. Okay. You have to know how to do it, not just how to copy it off of us. Okay. And then you got to divide it by 8. So now when I draw my line, what is this angle? 67.5 is this little angle right here. Okay, I'm looking for x right here. So we've got to use tangent of 67.5 equals 6 divided by x. So you guys got it? Okay. So the sides of the octagon are okay, so we have to multiply that by 2. So the area equals 1/2 times, what's my hypotenuse? 6 times 119.52 kilometers squared. Okay, so much going on, isn't it? Okay, that's good. It's okay. Each angle in my pentagon is what? What? 108. Alright, so each angle is 108. So let's draw our hypotenuse. That makes a right angle. Okay, and we're going to need the radius. Okay, this angle right here is what? 54. This side right here is what? 4. Okay, and we need the what? We need the hypotenuse. So how am I going to find it? Tangent of 54 equals, yep. Now instead of dividing, what are you doing? Yep, now you do. Yep, so now we multiply 4 times tangent of 54. I'm sure why some of us are pushing buttons in our calculator after I've asked us 18 times to do it.
5.51.
5 point what?
5.1.
Alright, so 5.51 is my hypotenuse. Is that all I need right now? Yeah. Okay, because my area is 1/2 times my hypotenuse, which is what? 5.51 we just found, times my perimeter is going to be 40. Inches squared. Okay. So number 8, I have a what? It's a hexagon. In a hexagon, each angle is 120. Good. All right. So we're going to draw our hypotenuse and our radius. This angle is 60. This side is what? 11. Now, yes, I have a 30, 60, 90 triangle. And yes, I understand that probably half of us are going, I still don't know 30, 60, 90 triangles. Right? Use trig. Okay? We have this guy. Right? I can still use what? I can still use tangent. So tangent of 60 equals a over 11. And you're going to get the same thing as if we went 11 times the square root of 3. 0.01? Yes? No? Okay. Somebody in your calculator, do for me 11 times the square root of 3. Because that's how we would do it with 30, 60, 90 triangles. Yeah, so pretty close, right? Okay, it's the same thing. It doesn't matter. Right now, it really doesn't matter right now. Okay? Alright, so area equals 1/2 times 0.1 or 0.5, depending on what you got, times 132. So we have to take that 22 times 6. Area is 1. You should all be pushing it in. 166 is how you guys got? Yes, that's good. Yep, you're right. Okay, so a little bit different. Okay, okay. All right, so we need to look at number 13. Well, yeah, 13. We'll do 13. Okay. Sometimes, if they give you the radius, because that's the radius, right? You're going to have to find the apothem and the side. Okay? So first of all, what kind of figure do I have here? I have an octagon, so each angle is, 135? So each one's 135, and we've done plenty of octagons so far. All right, so we've got to draw our apothem. This little angle right here is who? 67.5. All right. So we need, what do you want to find first? The side or the apothem? All right. So we find the apothem. That's my A. My A is my opposite or my adjacent? My opposite. And my radius is my hypotenuse. So now I have to use sine. So I'm going sine 67.5 equals 7. So now we're multiplying. 7 times 67.5.
6.47.
And apothem is 6.47. Okay, and then I need my side, right? So we'll give that guy a different letter, like a Y. And now what do I have to use? Now I gotta use cosine because it's adjacent. So cosine of 67.5 equals Y over 7. And now Y equals, alright, so 2.68 is half of my side, so my whole side is 5.36. Alright, so now, that was a lot of work to be able to do our formula for area, right? Area equals 1/2 times, what did we find for our apothem? 6.47 times our perimeter, 42.88. So we got to take our 5.36 times our 8. And finally, area equals 138.72 millimeters